As children, we have our parents who usually take care of us. They make sure that we eat healthy food, that we have enough physical activity in the day. They prevent us from spending too much time on the internet or by watching TV. They also make sure that we attend schools and so get the proper education and development. But after graduation, we usually find a job and so we become more independent, start living our lives more on our own terms. So basically there's nobody who oversees what we do during the day anymore. Of course, except for the employer who should take care of our further development in the particular expertise area. But what about other aspects of our lives? I think it's quite natural that we start living our lives the way we like the most. We choose food that we like to eat, which may not always be very healthy. We spend our free time the way we enjoy the most, for example, by watching TV or some series, or we spend it on social media or any other way that we like. But again, after all, it may be not very beneficial to our overall health and well-being. Sometimes we may even take it as a kind of reward for a good job done at work. Actually, don't get me wrong, I think it's okay to watch sometimes TV or series or simply do things that we enjoy doing, whether or not they are healthy for us in the long run. I even think that it's okay to eat sometimes junk food. I also enjoy tasty junk food from time to time. But the problem may arise when these not very healthy choices become our daily reality rather than just exceptions, and when we neglect other healthier options. Eventually such a lifestyle can lead to health issues. So what we may sometimes forget is that after leaving our parents' house, we should take responsibility not only for our material independence, such as independent living, paying bills, etc., but also for other aspects of our lives, like taking care of our health and well-being. And that's why self-care is important. It helps not only to prevent health problems in the future, but also to enjoy your everyday life more, as you will feel better about yourself. So taking care of yourself basically means that when you make choices, you keep in mind all four dimensions of your health: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. But let's start with the physical well-being. As you most likely know, to keep your body fit, you should preferably eat healthy food, get enough sleep, and exercise regularly. It can be anything that you enjoy doing. For example, I practice 15-minute yoga exercise in the morning, and I run or work out at home at least 2-3 times a week. Just remember that self-care is something that you enjoy doing, not something that you force yourself to do. So make sure that you choose physical activity that refuels you rather than takes from you. And the good news is that the physical activity has also immediate positive effect also on your mood, brain and focus. A single workout increases level of dopamine, serotonin and noradrenaline, so your mood will increase immediately after exercise. Moreover, physical activity has also long-term positive effects not only for your body but also for your brain. It helps to improve your long-term memory, and it also protects your brain from Alzheimer's disease and dementia. But now let's move on to mental well-being. Challenge yourself to learn something new to keep your brain happy. Find an area that interests you and constantly learn something new in this area. For example, learning a new language helps to improve your memory. I dedicate at least few minutes daily to learning French, as I still believe that one day I will wake up and I will be fluent in French. And to be honest, I'm still very far from this ultimate goal, but I'm not gonna give it up anyway. Or you can read some interesting books or watch some educational shows that you enjoy. And actually, internet is a great resource for learning new things. You can find there really anything. A challenged mind is going to be much healthier and happier than the one that is bored. To improve your emotional well-being, try to focus on the positive things in your life and be grateful for them. I guess nobody has a perfect life, but still some people are happier than others, and it's usually just because they focus on what they have in life rather than complaining about what they don't have in life. You can practice gratitude. For example, write down to your journal 2-3 things you are grateful for at the end of each day. Also, quality time spent with your family and friends is a much better choice than to spend it by scrolling on social media, for example. And although it's not easy to meet with friends nowadays in the COVID times, you can get in touch with them at least on video calls. Your creative hobby can help you to relax and renew yourself as well. If you have such a hobby, then block some time for it weekly. If you don't have such a hobby yet, then try some new things and maybe you will find it soon. And finally, we should also take care of our spiritual well-being. It's basically about your values, principles, beliefs, and purpose. To be able to explore these aspects of your life, you can again use the alone time that I advise you to block in your calendar regularly in my previous videos. The examples of spiritual practice may also include praying, meditation, volunteerism, belonging to a group, social contributions, etc. So I think that somehow naturally we tend to spend much more time on one or two well-beings and we forget about others. Someone likes to spend a lot of free time in the gym or workout or by preparing healthy food. Someone likes to read all day and or learn something new, and someone likes to spend a lot of free time with family and friends. Well, I'm the one who naturally belongs to the last group, as my preference used to be to spend a lot of free time with my friends, just to go for a coffee or to the cinema, or I also traveled a lot with my friends, because it feels so good to be surrounded by amazing people. But then life placed me into this situation, thanks to which I realized that I neglected other well-being. So to achieve more balance in our lives, most likely we will need to reduce time spent on the most preferred options so that we have time also for other aspects of our well-being. To be able to do this, we need to learn to say no to other options, which might be not always very easy, especially when it comes to saying no to people around us, but I will talk about this topic next week. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss it. And if you find this video helpful, I'd be glad if you like it, share it, and also leave your comment under this video about how you enjoy spending your free time the most.